creativity. I live in New York City, but right now I am at CES 2018. I'm gonna put out a good polished video in a couple of days. I've been meeting up with a lot of YouTubers and I asked them some questions. Just got here at CES, so I don't think you have a favorite CES thing yet. But has there been internet chatter? Is there something that you're excited to see?
The new HTC Vive stuff looks really interesting. I played around with the first version, so I'm kind of interested to check it out and see how the new version is. So hopefully I'll be checking that out. But I mean, I literally just got here, and as soon as I walked in, the lights went off. It wasn't my fault.
So
I promise.
The moment he got here in the central hall, power just went out. I'm here with Zach. So on his channel, what do you do?
We do a lot of cell phone repair and durability tests with basically every new phone that comes out.
I think most of my audience is kind of iPhoners with an exception of a lot of Samsung stuff. But you mainly use Android phones.
Yes.
So I want to ask you, what is your favorite Android phone? Did you like the Pixel? Are you a Samsung user? What are your thoughts on just this year of smartphones? There were so many.
Okay, so this year in smartphones, basically anything that you buy is going to be good. So like, you know, all of us cell phone like reviewers are just nitpicking on the smallest things. But personally, I use the Samsung, the Galaxy S8, because it has all of the features that like a cell phone can have. Wireless charging, the charging port obviously, and the headphone jack. Where like other phone manufacturers like Apple, you know, they start taking things away or don't include everything. And like the Apple users are just like, oh, this is fine, we don't need all this cool stuff. But like that's not how I live my life, and I want everything.
I will say this, I did use a Samsung Note for a solid amount of time, and I liked having the micro SD and how you can like transfer files really easily from SD cards. I mean, it's nice. It's cool.
But then you have like the Apple, like the MacBook Pro, and you can't even use an SD card anymore.
Dongle!
It's terrible.
Who will win, Dan in the Tesla or Zach's Jerry rig in his truck? Fight.
100% my truck would kill a Tesla.
No, it's not gonna happen. I mean, he keeps saying that like we're gonna go off-road and that's how he's gonna do it.
We are.
I have like 5 levels of expansion in my shop.
Have you seen the clearance my truck has?
I can get around it. It's happening. We're gonna race.
No. We're gonna race, he's gonna lose.
Well,
I'll
how
be
about
the
that?
for that.
I'm gonna bring a tow strap so I can drag the carcass of his Tesla.
Did you not see
back
the
home.
Tesla pulling a semi-truck? I will pull you out of the mud.
On a flat surface. We're gonna go up a mountain, brother.
Yeah, anyway, we've talked about this a few times.
Something I don't talk a lot about on my channel is cars. But
You don't need one in New York City.
that's true. In New York City, I don't need one.
In Texas, you probably had what, like a pickup truck?
My dad had a pickup truck, yeah. But so there's a lot of great tech surrounding cars, but you have a Tesla. And did you sell your Tesla and then buy another Tesla?
I got rid of our Model S. It was
Okay.
rear-wheel drive as an older version, and in Utah when it snows, you either get snow tires 19-inch, which I didn't like the look of those, and it still was kind of dangerous, or you just don't drive your car in snow. And so we got a Model X, a 100D. It's all dual motor, so all-wheel drive. We loved it.
So it gets the job done. So you guys ask questions on Twitter, so I have a couple for you. Tesla is king, but what do you think about the other electric vehicles at CES 2018? Do any stand apart from, Tesla?
Yeah, so there's been a few. I rode in Byton, it's a new company, and they just announced their car here. 2 of their designers were the ones that did the BMW i3 and i8 over the last 18 years, so they have experience in it. It's a Chinese-based company. The car is beautiful. The display is 1 meter wide. And the thing that I like about it is it's based out of China, and so the costs are really low. They're targeting $45,000 for a car that, it was the concept car that I rode in, but it had a lot of features that were much nicer than the Tesla. We'll see when it actually comes to market.
Okay.
Mercedes has a couple cars that are coming out probably sooner than the Byton car.
Okay.
And I've ridden in those, and of course, Mercedes is a luxury brand.
Yeah.
So that car should do really well. So if I had to say that I was going to switch from a Tesla to something else, I think the most realistic one would be the Mercedes, the EQ.
Okay. Dan switching from Tesla is about like generally creating in YouTube.
Okay.
Did it take you lots of attempts to find your niche and style, or did you just go with it, what felt best? So especially with your channel, What's Inside, typically you're maybe cutting things in half that are expensive and stuff. So you get some mean comments now and again. But you stuck to it and you literally have found the coolest niche ever. And now you can see a lot of people will try to mimic it. But how did you find that? Like, where did that start?
So it started I was on YouTube just posting family videos and monetizing them and like learning about YouTube, hoping that we would make a little bit of money on it. But I didn't know much about like the algorithm and how things work. And so the thing that really helped was Lincoln had a second grade science project. You want to know what's inside of sports balls? We cut those open. Within a year, all of a sudden one day we made $4 in ad revenue on one day. And I was like, okay, maybe what's inside is our thing.
Right.
And so I was gonna do like what's inside of sports balls or what's inside of balls. Because I thought like that was kind of funny. My wife's like, you're gonna run out of balls to cut open, call it what's inside. So we named it What's Inside, and good thing because it's kind of opened up. I mean, we didn't know much about YouTube, the algorithm, how to act on camera. I would say if somebody is really wanting to be on YouTube, make sure that you spend the time. Like there's enough articles out there, there's enough YouTube tip videos that are out there. Just do the research and Google it and go watch the videos and then find a regular, it's not about like, do you post once every day or do you post once a week? It's finding a schedule that works for you. YouTube favors regularity. So, okay, so I have a question. We're turning it around here. I threw it out there to Twitter. No, I didn't. But here's the question that I have. Have you ever edited a video in Final Cut Pro, and what did you think when you did it?
Yes. Okay. Would you edit Final Cut Pro?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So I actually started in Final Cut Pro 7. That was my main editing system. So I was in Final Cut when they made the move to 10 or X.
Okay.
And so I was so shocked by it that I used it once, and I was like, I can't. And so Adobe Premiere has a similar layout, just like Final Cut 7, Final Cut Pro 7.
So it's an easy transition at that point.
Yeah. But I understand rendering times and all that, yes. But I save more time just the way I get around the interface and the shortcuts I have. It's just a good flow. So let's take a little bit of a break from the CES floor. So this is my first CES and I'm only here for 2 days. I'm so stoked because the only reason why I'm actually here is Joby, like Joby Gorilla Pods, something that I use literally every single day. Joby sent me out to CES to cover it for them. So I have a sick video coming out of just my experience at CES, hopefully coming out very, very soon. But I wanted to get something up because I've been meeting so many people and seeing so much tech. It's very hard to balance the seeing what you really want to see. I definitely am learning a lot, and since this is my first CES, hopefully I can get better at covering it for the years to come. It's such a beautiful day outside too. In New York, it's snowing, it's terrible. Yesterday in Vegas, it was actually raining. It was raining so hard. Yeah, so I've been going. I actually got off of a plane very early yesterday from Atlanta, Georgia. I actually went to the National College Championship game, and I also hosted some interviews at a music festival. So things have been busy and fun, but I just wanted to do a quick hello, hi, how are you? So hopefully you guys enjoy this kind of part one of the CES experience. I just wanted to interview and say hi to, the other YouTubers that are there. They're giving talks and speeches and running panels and just they're getting work done. Have Roberto Blake with me.
How's it going, Peachy Fam?
YouTuber, internetter, business dude. You do all the things.
All the things. Creative entrepreneur.
Creative entrepreneur. So I took to Twitter, asked some questions, and one that stood out to me was how to get your first 1K followers on socials, and does the number of followers you have really matter? So what Roberto is great at is, I think, optimizing your subscribers, optimizing what you have. So I know he has a ton of good advice.
The more subscribers you have, that's leverage that you can use that gets you attention, but it's what you do with that attention that matters. At the end of the day, one view might be the right view. And I know you guys have heard that before, but it's true. One view is the view that counts toward a brand deal. One view is the view that counts toward a speaking engagement. One view is the person that's gonna hire you. One view is you possibly meeting someone who ends up being the love of your life. So getting 1 million views may not matter if they're not quality views, but one view being the right view is always important. So don't worry about the numbers, worry about the relationship. Find people and find communities and conversations where people are talking about the thing that you like to talk about, that you will make your friends and family's ears bleed with, whether that's Star Wars, Harry Potter, camera gear, computer networking, whatever it is. Just find those people, find your lunch table in the digital world.